Hey guys, so today I am 15 weeks and 2 days pregnant, and I'm gonna make this be my 14-week update because this last week or so of pregnancy has probably by far been the absolute hardest week of pregnancy that I have ever gone through. Week 14 was definitely rough. I feel like I spent most of 14 weeks in bed. I was so sick, and I just couldn't function. Like, I just laid in bed pretty much all week. And the last couple days I forced myself out of bed to get ready for Jace's birthday and things like that. But that was a brutal week for me. And the first trimester was definitely difficult. I feel like it would almost be fair to compare week 14 with the entire first trimester. I just feel like week 14 was like the first trimester on steroids. It was so bad. And amazingly, I haven't actually like thrown up, and that I'm so grateful for that. But there are so many times where I could have thrown up so easily. And had it not been for my husband like getting up really early in the morning and going to get my little hard candies that keep me from getting sick, and putting like frozen wet washcloths across my forehead, I would have probably spent the whole week just hovering over the toilet. And that's really gross, but that's just the truth. Like, it was so bad. And I mean, my headaches were migraine status. There were just so many things that I felt like just went totally out of control symptom-wise. It was absolutely insane. I know, obviously, now that I'm 15 weeks pregnant, I don't know if it's going to change that much or not, but all last week and even still today, I'm experiencing what I think is a lot of the round ligament pain. It definitely feels just like a really sharp, intense stretching in like my uterus area. Definitely around my belly button, off to the sides, down below. And I remember experiencing that with Jace, and it was pretty intense with him as well. But this pregnancy, it feels like, has almost been worse in a way than my first. And it's kind of funny how that happened, because like circumstance-wise, I was in a much like rougher situation the first time, but I feel like physically I was better off. And this time I'm in amazing circumstances, but my pregnancy has been so incredibly just taxing and challenging on me. There are just so many things this pregnancy that makes me feel like this is almost like the pregnancy on steroids, if I can even say that, because it is intense at times. And I really thought like my nausea would be gone or almost gone by now, and I'm still having nausea pretty much all day long, almost non-stop. And I noticed that it gets really bad if I'm hungry, and then I'll eat and I'll be okay for a few minutes, and then it comes right back. So I am just doing the best I can to try to stay more hydrated. That's something that I haven't been great about this pregnancy, but this last week and a half, I would say I've definitely turned up, like trying to stay hydrated, and it really does help. I'm not much of a water lover. I've never really enjoyed like chugging water, but I feel like this last week or so, my body has really been craving it, and that really helps me just to stay hydrated. Also this week, as far as like appetite and cravings and things like that, I definitely feel like I'm starting to get my appetite back. I'm not like crazy hungry, but I definitely can tell when my blood sugar has dropped, and that obviously helps me eat, because I know that I'll feel better if I go ahead and eat some food. Cravings really haven't changed that much. This pregnancy has been opposite of my pregnancy with Jace. With him, I wanted salt and protein and cheese and meat. And this time, I'm all about fruit. I'm all about sweets. I have been like cramming myself full of watermelon this pregnancy. And I love watermelon regardless, but my only like true like first cravings that I've been craving Subway, which I would not eat before I got pregnant. And oddly, like birthday cake. And I didn't actually get it, like go get anything. But I had a moment where I was just like, I need birthday cake right now. It's so strange. I guess it was probably just because my blood sugar had dropped so low at that point. But that's really the only cravings I've had. I mean, watermelon definitely, but I'm doing a pretty good job of keeping that in the fridge right now. Or I should say my husband's doing a good job of that. But in almost every way imaginable, I feel like this pregnancy is the total opposite of my first. And it obviously makes me wonder a little bit about gender, but at the same time, I know that that is not always like the most reliable like method or whatever. But yeah, week 14 was absolutely horrible, honestly, and that's why I just couldn't film. I was just mainly sick in bed. But that is basically like most of the symptoms that I've had for 14 weeks. It's just been misery, basically. But like I said, the last couple days I've been pushing myself because my son's birthday is coming up in a few days and we're having like a big party here at the house. So I've been trying to get ready for that and get all of the decorations and everything. And I think we're pretty well good to go with that. There's just like, I'll pick up the cake on the birthday and I may grab some balloons or something. But other than that, we're pretty much good to go. And yeah, we've just, you know, if my husband hasn't been taking care of me, he's been trying to entertain Jace, or we've just been trying to get things done around the house. But really it's just been the last 2 days that I just decided like I've got to get up and push myself and I've got to start doing things. So honestly, still having acid reflux too, I forgot to say, but that's almost like an entire pregnancy thing for me. But anyways, that pretty much sums up 14 weeks of pregnancy. I will be back to do a 15 week in a few days. Hopefully I'm on the uphill and starting to get better. But anyways, that's my 14 week pregnancy update, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye guys. This is gonna be my 14 week belly. So here it is from the front. From the side. The other side. You guys let me know what you think. I'm not really sure if I'm carrying more like a basketball or a watermelon. I feel more like a watermelon than I did with Jace, but definitely give me your opinions and let me know what you think.